Welcome to San Diego, California, America's classiest city. We're here at Snapdragon Stadium to witness one of the best moments of bowl season each and every year, the DirecTV Holiday Bowl. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Yellow Jackets offense comes onto the field first today. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win, so it'll be a fun individual matchup.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab inside the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Yellow Jackets will have it first and 10. The give to the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wazoo!
You can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game, on 3rd down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Let's see what he can do with it. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So Washington State's offense. Field for a chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And he's looking to the sideline. It's incomplete. Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Washington State will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Swings it out to his running back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Rivero. Floats it out in space. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. He'll pull it on the read. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want him to be physical. They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down for this offense. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Rivero. Using the quick game.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. Now improvising. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Kendricks. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Yellow Jackets line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A fun postseason battle here. Deadlocked at the end of the first. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's reeled in. It's Stewart. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to...
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that throw.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the catch. It's Hayes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 30 short. Gets it out quickly. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football, but man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football, the defense gets the ball back.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the fastens rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. RPO complete to open the drive. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. This is a designed run. Quarterback gets the first down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major...
Looking deep down the right side. it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll try the counter. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeps it on the bootleg. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
Looking to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the 1st.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, or as they call it in this game there in San Diego, just another typical Holiday Bowl. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Holiday Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. These bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation mark.
The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll sneak it. Gets it past the marker.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. On target to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Just a short pass to the tight end. They run him out of bounds, he gets it to the 47. Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Going to try to pop one on the screen.
This defense is so well coached. They came into this game knowing that they were going to see some screen passes. On 3rd down, they were expecting it, and now they have a chance to get off the field.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. Handoff to the single running back. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job.
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. They move. As well, give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Rivero. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Works the middle of the field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Rushes on him. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Looking for a gap. It's Kendricks. Got the 1st down and more. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Quick strike complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Dropping back, it's Rivera. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
From the gun, the ground game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Washington State going quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He'll take another shot here. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. Washington State going back to work on first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Bring in the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's third down. Under fire. Pucks it out of the air. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. On fourth down, trying to find his man. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
The Yellow Jackets are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to power their way ahead. Smashes ahead. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football,